Virgo, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So guys, the obvious, I want to say happy birthday to all of you. We are in Virgo season, so what that does mean, guys, is you will be the first for any readings that I put out from now on for your birthday season. And then also I will be giving you guys 2 bonus readings as well. So I will put a poll up and a few on my community section. So I will give you guys a few options, the top 2 options that you choose for bonus readings. That's the one that I would do. So let's get into everything, guys. But before starting, I really wanted to make a very important announcement, guys. So I know I have been saying this for a while, but I am officially going to retire from personal readings. So I'll still be on YouTube, but I really have just gotten to the point where I just can't keep up with the load. It's just too much of a demand for one person. And I find myself just always at home and always working. And now it's at the point where I kind of want to do other things in life and just work on other projects. So if you guys do want to get a reading, I was already supposed to close out my website for any incoming readings, but I am going to keep it up until the last day, midnight, for August, only because I've just been behind. I've been catching up. So guys, with these readings, a big part of the reason why I'm choosing to not do it anymore, aside from the fact that it was just very time consuming, is that I just went through a lot within the last few months, and I just needed a lot of time to just recoup and get my shit together again. And I didn't have that luxury, and it just really sucked because a lot of people were just very angry at me. So the one thing I will say, guys, is if you are going to get a reading, since I have been announcing that I'm not doing them anymore, a lot have been coming in. So I don't care what date you guys select on the calendar, just send it out and be patient. Just completely forget about it. I'm not gonna rush. I'm not gonna drive myself crazy to get all these out in, like 3 days. So I'm gonna work at my pace. So just keep in mind, it's me versus hundreds of people. So just be patient. This is your last chance to get one. And if you'd like to get one, the link for that is in the description below. All right, guys. So enough talking, and let's get on with your mid-month. Now, I know that it's late. I still wanted to get this out, although I'm gonna have a September reading out as well for you guys. But yeah, let's do this. So technically we're gonna backtrack. This would have been from August 15th to about September 15th. And we're gonna take a look at past, present, and future. Now, this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Virgo signs, okay? And keep in mind that the energies could be transferable. It could be something that's happening to you. It could be something that's happening to someone close to you. So always keep that in mind. All right, so let's see what's going on. And sorry guys, I have my cat and dog separated right now, so you might hear my cat meowing just because they're fighting a little bit too rough. So just want to stop anyone from killing each other. Not on my watch. All right, guys. So we have your past, present, and future. Also, guys, I did make a new website, not a new website, but a new Instagram. It's just for tarot and astrology stuff. It's High Vibrations Tarot. And then my personal page is High Vibrations 44 if you guys want to check that out. All right, guys, so let's talk about this. So the energy that you guys have here is the Two of Swords. All right, so with the Two of Swords, you're really stuck between a rock and a hard place. This is someone who has a very, very important decision to make, but they're just not sure what they want to do. You have the Death card in the reverse. You have the Eight of Swords. So what are you stuck on? There's something in your life that you're currently dealing with that your mind just can't get past it for whatever reason. For some of you, maybe this has to do with the fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or maybe something that you're just passionate about, or a passionate person in your life. But there could be some sort of disappointment here. So let's see how this all ties in. All right. So the first card that we have for your past, guys, is the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So when you see that card, this is going to be a card about fighting, arguing, bickering. But the main thing and the most important thing about the Ace of Swords in the reverse is that, especially if this is like an argument, people aren't listening to each other. It's the sort of argument where you're waiting for the other person, to shut up just so that you can get your point across. You're not really listening or trying to interpret or trying to understand what they're saying. It's just words being thrown. So why is this Ace of Swords in the reverse here? It could have also been something that ended in a very conflicting way. So we have the Three of Pentacles. Let's pull one more card. And we have the Five of Wands. So it's like someone is trying to build something, someone's trying to work on something, and there's just a lot of fighting, arguing, bickering, pettiness, just a lot of tension, in a room. The Devil card, so something here that's very toxic for you. All right, the next card that you guys have is the Ten of Swords. So this is definitely going to be a heavy energy, a heavy feeling that you're picking up, where this could be betrayal. This could be something that ends suddenly and probably not in a good way. Someone feeling like they've gotten stabbed in the back here. So why is this Ten of Swords here? Could be a lot of pain that a person was suffering through since this is the past, over maybe someone that you had to let go. Now, I'm gonna let my cat out, guys. I don't want my cat to keep meowing. Come on, you jerk. Let's go, let's go. Come on. Yeah, I heard you. All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. He was not going to shut up. So with the Two of Cups, guys, in the reverse, this could be a job you're letting go of. This could be a lover. This could be a friend. This could be a fallout with a family member, just somebody that's close to you or something that, you know, is constant and there in your life very often. And we have the Two of Pentacles, so you're sitting here knowing that there's going to be a fallout or at minimal some sort of arguing that's going on. And with the Two of Pentacles, it's like you're trying to find balance in all of this. Maybe there's a person unsure which way to go, which direction to go. Maybe there's someone juggling two different things in this case, whether it's two people that they're juggling in love, or maybe not knowing if they want to stay at a certain job as opposed to doing something else. So it's like you're arguing with someone else, and I just feel like you guys are in a battle within yourselves, okay? Now, the next card that we have here, and the last card for the past, is the Six of Cups in reverse. So this is going to be one of two things. This could be something from your past that comes back into your life, and it's something amicable. Think about how you used to feel. Sorry, guys, it cut me off. So what I was saying is, think of this, you know, as if, like, when you used to go to summer camp in the past, if that was something that you enjoyed, you know, for me personally, I get really good feeling when I think about it. So it could be like that nostalgic good feeling that you have. So something good from the past that kind of comes back into your life. Or this could be something that you're amicably putting in the past. So whether it's a friend or a job that you're leaving behind, or just a family member that you just aren't clicking with right now, it's kind of like, look, no hard feelings. I'm not going to curse you out. I'm not going to talk shit about you. I'm not going to put, you know, lies on the internet about you. I'm just going to walk away gracefully, and I'm going to let this go. Why is the Six of Cups in reverse here? We have the Two of Swords. So, guys, this Two of Swords, this Two of Pentacles, this indecision, this do I stay, do I go, what do I do here? It's, you know, continuing to stay with you. And you have the King of Swords. So if this isn't an air sign that you're dealing with, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, then this is going to be someone who's usually very serious, or someone who really knows that they have to think logically in the moment. Okay, so this is someone who, you know, it's mind over heart. It's doing what is logical as opposed to what our emotions may be wanting us to do, having to think like a boss and not like someone who's emotionally invested in something, all right? With the Ace of Wands, there could be some new beginning that's coming in where you're going to have to remove yourself from some sort of cycle or from some sort of situation to take on this great new beginning, okay? So in the present moment, Virgo, the first card that you guys have is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So letting go of something, a fallout of some sorts, or maybe something that just never happened, something that never opens up for you. We have the Devil card. It's a good thing, guys, whether it's something that's ending or it's something that, you know, that wasn't going to begin, you're stable because of this, okay? There's nothing but toxicity here. There's, you know, especially if this is with love, it could be someone who's promiscuous, someone who's a player, but all I see here is unreliability and the fact that you guys are now stable because you dodged that. Whether it was you or someone else, something just wasn't going to work because somebody just wasn't about it. Now, guys, here is the center of your reading. Here's the next card for your present moment. You have the Six of Wands. So everything taps into this. And this is a card of victory. This is a card of, you know, feeling like you're going to have a parade for yourself. You know, really coming up on top. So despite what you're feeling, whether you messed something up or someone around you just, you know, something wasn't clicking, it's a good thing that it wasn't, okay? There's victory in this not working out, all right? You have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card about someone that, for the big part, they're just someone self-sufficient, someone who can handle their own. All right, you have the Knight of Cups behind this in the Chariot. So the Knight of Cups, it could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, but this is just someone who's feeling good. This is someone who's emotionally intact, somebody who really just moves forward with the things that they're very passionate about. And it's like a very light, happy energy with this. All right, so there's going to be something that really takes off for you. So maybe that has to do with the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or maybe this is just going to be the feelings that you take on. But I see this as, you know, a very, very good thing here. All right, so let's pull some clarifiers. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Magician. Okay, you removed yourself from what the illusion was, guys. And for some of you, maybe there's a lot of different paths that you could take from this moment on. or maybe something was just an illusion, but now you're in a place where you're manifesting something that you're going to be successful with. So this is a very great thing here. The only thing I feel is that with whatever you guys had to let go of, regardless of the fact that this is probably for the best, someone here is very emotional. It could be you, it could be someone around you that's emotional, but someone's just, they're not about it. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. So again, guys, someone who's emotional, words that don't mean anything, someone who's, I like to call this a pillow talk card, where you say something in a heightened emotion, but once you climax and once everything is over and once you're just like, okay, great, I gotta go home or I gotta take a nap, you're just over it. You're over what you said, okay? And we have the Ace of Wands. All right, so again, there's that new beginning that's trying to come in, just a sense of patience or waiting that you guys are going to need. Okay, now moving forward into the future, Virgo, the first card that we have here is the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, this is either you're turning your back on something, okay, because you want to expand, or just being in a place where maybe you're waiting for something to come in for you, okay? So let's see what this means. We have the Hanged Man, and we have the Page of Swords in the reverse. So whatever this is that you guys are moving away from, I really just don't feel like it's a black and white sort of thing where you can just cut it off one day and that's it. You have this new amazing life. I feel like this is something that will be gradual for you guys, because they're still going to be arguing over something that can't be trusted, whether it's cheating, whether it's a person who's just emotionally unstable, but something just can't be trusted here. That's going to cause some sort of turmoil. So the one thing to keep in mind, Virgo, is that you want to take the path of least resistance. The Hanged Man is just kind of chill, someone who's just hanging there, somebody who's not going to go above and beyond for something that isn't natural for them, something that just doesn't make sense, something that's not feasible for them. So, especially if this has to do with let's say this is a job or whatever, it could be a relationship too, but if it's a job that maybe you're really, really trying to keep, but it's just not working out, whether, your coworkers are an asshole or your boss is expecting something from you that you're having a hard time, exuding, whatever it is, is going to get to the point where it's just like, you know what? Why am I fighting so hard? So you guys also have to have the mindset that right now, just the transition that we're going through in life, you have to go towards what feels natural. This is a time where you're going to see a lot of people kind of just purging things that don't work for them, and just really going in a direction where they're more authentic with what they want and what they need and who they want to love and where they want to work and what they want to do. All right, guys, so keep that in mind. So the next card that we have for your future is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, again, something that's ending. So there's a huge energy around something that's ending. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And you have the King of Wands. Again, some of you could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Okay, for others of you, this is just someone, if I look at this person like as a boss or as just a regular person, this is someone who's passionate, charismatic, very powerful, somebody that, if they have some sort of cause that they want to raise awareness to, they don't really have to try hard. Their passion and what they speak about is enough to fill an audience, enough to fill an auditorium. So there is something that's coming in that, at a time where you're still dealing with the loss, where you do become very, very happy and you do feel very fulfilled with what's coming. With the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, this is a beautiful card, after the energy that you guys have gone through, because this is someone who's in a place where they felt lack, where they felt like they were losing something, where they felt like something wasn't 100% there, okay? But now this is everything reversing. So if you're having money problems, this is that fixing. If you were missing someone, this is you not missing them as much, whether there's someone else in your life or, you're just healing from it. So this is a card of just getting over the lack, okay? The last card that we have here for the future, guys, Seven of Swords in the reverse. So this is when something comes out, some sort of secret. Most of the time, this is probably going to be a secret that a person didn't want to come out, but we'll see. It's not always a bad card. I've gotten that card before when I read for friends, and I'm like, damn, because I was reading about her and her relationship, and I'm like, crap, I don't want her to find out anything bad, but she just ended up getting proposed to like a week later. So that was the secret that we didn't know, So we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Emperor. So that's you guys, the Emperor, and you have the Justice card. Justice will prevail. Let's see if I could talk today. Justice will prevail, guys. Now, what I will say, Virgo, is because I always want to come from a very unbiased place. honestly, it's going to be different for every single one of you. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to look in the mirror and you have to ask what sort of energies and what sort of, what sort of karmic things have I been putting out into the atmosphere. If you know that you've been good and you've genuinely been trying and you've been, just trying to go about life as light as possible, then this is going to be you celebrating. This is going to be something that comes out where you're just like, yes, where you can really boss up and you can really level up. Now, if it's the opposite spectrum where you have fucked some people over or you have done something that you can honestly say, okay, I didn't go about that in the best way, maybe this was a little shady, then that's coming out, okay? I'm not saying that there can't be things that you're not celebrating even if that comes out, but it's going to be in a place where you really just have to kind of take ownership of what it is that you got yourself involved with. Okay, so I still feel like good can come from, regardless of who did what. But a lot of people are just going to have to own up to who they are. For some of you, there could be maybe some sort of secret about some sort of third-party situation or something that's to do with a group of people that comes out as well, where you really just have to be powerful and dictate what you do. But regardless of which which spectrum you guys are on, you really just have to take ownership for what you have to do next in life, okay? So you really have to deal with this in a very boss-like way. So, all right, guys. Let's pull some advice cards. Now, look, even in the energy here, where the Justice card was here, and I said, justice will prevail. If there's something you guys are going to lose, a job, a lover, a friend, stand your ground with that. Okay, this goes to the cross watchers as well, because the energy could be vice versa. So whatever you feel is toxic, just be honest with yourself and let it go. All right. All right, guys. So let's get you 3 cards of advice. What advice can I give to my Virgos? What guidance can I give you guys for this mid-month? Oh, this card fell. Let's see what this is, because I know people get really pissed off when a card falls and I don't say anything. Ace of Pentacles, okay? Ace of Pentacles is about something new that we get into where you really take your time with it. It's not something that's built overnight, but it's something that really has a potential for longevity. 7 of Cups in reverse. 4 of Swords, Page of Pentacles in reverse. You clearly have to remove yourself from something. There's foul play somewhere, guys. Whether it's a cheater, whether it's someone who's emotionally unstable for whatever reason, and maybe it's something that's making you emotionally unstable, but wherever this instability is coming from, wherever these emotions are just being thrown around, that has to go. It's not something you can continue. It's at the point where, especially with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, this is someone that has tried everything to get something off the ground, but it's like they just can't figure out how to make it work. So with the 4 of Swords, someone that's just not going to move forward with something. It's like they're thinking of a way that they can, but they really, at this point, they're not finding a feasible way to do it. 7 of Cups in the reverse, everything coming out and being on the table, okay? Let's clarify this. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, 8 of Swords in the reverse, 4 of Cups in the reverse, okay? There's going to be an offer that maybe you want someone to accept, maybe they want you to accept it. Spirit is saying not to do it, guys. All right, there's something that you're going to see it for what it is with the 8 of Swords in the reverse, but you have to become unstuck. You're not going to move towards it anymore, and you're going to have to stand your ground with that, and you're going to have to let it go and see it again for what it is. Strength, guys. Your soul did not want this. It caused too much instability, okay? It's too much at this point. So what is it that you guys have to let go of? Okay, very clear cut. So again, guys, I will be coming out with your September reading today. But again, if you guys do want to get a reading, guys, I got to the point where I just tried working so hard in like the last month that I physically got myself sick. So I really just don't want to go back to that. And just with readings, it's the sort of thing where I would love to sit down and be able to dish out 30 readings back to back a day. But for those who have done it, especially, you know, on a high scale where there's a lot of people coming to you, it's draining work and it really affects you. I can have a really heavy and bad reading and really not be able to work for the next 3 days. So it's that sort of thing. So guys, I say this from the bottom of my heart. If you guys do get a reading, please, once you get the confirmation email for the full reading, just sit there and be patient for it. If you guys are getting questions, I do answer those quicker, but with the questions, it's like 2 to 3 minutes per question. So a reading is definitely going to be much more intricate. So if you find yourself to be an anxious person who's going to want to email every day, I say this from the bottom of my heart, find somebody else to help you, because that shit just drives me fucking insane. So I can't deal with it, guys. But I love you. Again, the website is highvibrationswithliz.com. This is in the description below. And then for my Instagram, if you guys want to see my daily energies, it's High Vibrations Tarot, and then you can have access to my High Vibrations 44 as well. So I do have those too. Okay. I love you, Virgo. Take care.